What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to the Sports Talk on Tap podcast. We're here. You can find daily videos Monday through Friday where we talk about all the four major sports leagues, MLB, NHL, NBA, or NFL, games news highlights. And in today's topic, before we get into it, obviously it's going to be just talking about the NBA schedule, and we'll spin the wheel at the end. Videos are going to be changing. We're not going to have the daily NBA content, which will kind of work out for now until, the season starts, where we'll have longer content, kind of, more spaced out, talking about, games, teams, surprising players, disappointments, all that stuff. But overall, with kind of, we want to be here to, talk about all the way through the finals. Then quickly after that was all the draft, summer league, and then Nick, Team USA basketball. So for now, we're kind of entering a dry spell until really preseason, where there won't be much to talk about, but, we're hoping you guys enjoyed all the previews of teams and stuff and what we think, and how we'll take a look back and see how stupid we were on those. But yeah, opening night will be here soon enough in just basically 2 months or so. And we'll probably have a little preview content before that in preseason stuff. But it's going to be longer videos, just not as often, more so once or twice a week or so. So overall, best thing we can look forward to now, Nick, is the schedule. Every team's full schedule gets released today, actually around 2 p.m. But, some of the main highlights were the opening night games, where obviously the first game is the defending champion Boston Celtics taking on the New York Knicks. And, I think that's a great matchup just right out of it. I think, obviously you have the champs on, and you put them up against one of the hottest teams in the Eastern Conference last year, and made some big moves this offseason to try and get better, and arguably the team that can best compete with the Celtics in the East. So I'm fine with that. Jalen Brunson, we'll see Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, all in their uniforms. Nick, should be a movie, but I love that matchup opening night.
It's the same team the Celtics opened against last year. I don't think it was opening night, but it was, Kristaps returned to New York. He dropped 30. I was calling for the statue in front of TD Garden. Everything worked out according to plan. So maybe this will be like Brunson's revenge game. Maybe Brunson goes for 50 on the champs. I don't know. I'm excited to see the run.
I didn't even know this. I like how serious Kristaps' injury was, but him being out until the middle of January, that should be interesting to see. So there won't be any Kristaps for the beginning. So it'll be all right though, because you never really expect Kristaps to play a full season. It'll be better for him to just kind of heal up for the stretch run in the second half of the year leading into the playoffs. Hopefully he can stay healthy for that. But overall, will still be a great game, and the Celtics, should be that crowd will be lit with the ring ceremony and stuff. So it's gonna be awesome. But New York will want to make a statement, so I'm excited for that one. And then the other game that night, the Los Angeles Lakers, Nick, of course, LeBron, Anthony Davis, Los Angeles, the city. You're gonna have a lot of eyes just on that, but they put my Timberwolves on with them. Opening night, 10 p.m. So I'm going to be a little bit annoyed. Hopefully, we don't have an 8 a.m. that day. But, should be fun. I'm going to be excited to obviously see my guys get the respect they deserve from last season to be on the stage. It's going to be an honor. And to go up against LeBron and AD, some of the highlight reels. But Anthony Edwards entering year 4, year 5. You're 5. Time flies, but still only 23. Rob Dillingham, the new acquisitions, Terrence Shannon, and then obviously Cat and Gobert, McDaniels. I'm excited to see the boys. So I overall, I thought that was a good matchup too. I think that'll be fun to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
And then some other notable things we'll touch on real quick before spin the wheel was the Emirates Cup, the NBA Cup. Nick, there is one division that I feel really bad for in the West. Nothing's guaranteed. You don't know how these teams will play out, but we'll just say this: the group for Western Conference C is really tough. You have the Denver Nuggets, with Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, all those guys. You have the Dallas Mavericks, the reigning Western Conference champs with Luka and Kyrie. You have the New Orleans Pelicans, a team that it's a lot of question marks, but you still have you trade for DeJounte Murray, Brandon Ingram. You got guys like Herb Jones, Trey Murphy, great players as well. Zion, of course, if he's healthy. You have the Golden State Warriors that still have Steph Curry, made some small moves to get Kyle Anderson, Buddy Hield, all those guys. Graham Podjensky. And then you have the Memphis Grizzlies, where you have Ja Morant, Desmond Bain, Jaren Jackson coming back. Just all those guys. Nick, that is a bloodbath of a bracket in West C, and I really don't know who would come out of that because obviously you probably lean towards Denver, Dallas, but you might see the winner of this bracket have like a 3-2 record compared to most other groups where you have to have perfect or 4-0 or 3-1. I think some of these teams might go 2 and the winner might go 2-2.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. That when those brackets came out, bloodbath was kind of like the word that was being thrown around for that grouping specifically. So it'll be fun to watch. I'm still personally not like the biggest fan of the mid-season tournament. I know a lot of people actually are, just because it provides some of the competitiveness at the start of the season that you might not see without it. But I don't know. I
kind of liked it. I thought I wouldn't at first, and I still think there's some stuff to work on. But I kept it close, and I was like, damn, it would be kind of dope, just to win something. But at the end of the day, also I realized if you make it. I think the Kings made it, or quarterfinals, but then you have to play two other games that count, that you're playing teams that also made it, so that are pretty good teams. When I remember correctly, it was the Timberwolves went 3-1 in group play. They didn't qualify because they lost to, I believe it was the Kings. And then what they did was they literally had to, I just think it was, you got to play two other teams that also didn't qualify, and they got to play the Spurs and Grizzlies for
right.
2 games, an extra 2 games. And, given, I think both those teams will obviously be a lot better this year, but given last year, though, that was almost a lot better chances of winning those 2 games than, playing a team like the Pelicans or, the Kings again in after you lose in the quarterfinals to a really good team as well. So overall, I'm not really so opposed to it if you just, go 3-1 and then get to play, 2 teams that also maybe not be that very good.
Right. Because the other thing I really don't like about it, and I mean, I understand why, is that the championship game doesn't count towards the regular season. And I get that because it's only 2 teams ultimately playing. So if they got an extra, win or loss, it could really hurt them or help them. So I get it, but I don't know. I feel like it could maybe be worked a little bit to make that game actually mean something, because all the games before that count towards the regular season, count. And then all of a sudden you get to the game that you're playing to get to, and it's well, it actually doesn't count towards the regular season, but you get this cool looking trophy. So I'm
yeah.
And I get, some of the guys on the team get a big pay. I forget, doesn't everybody get $100,000 or something, which for some of the, bench players, role players, whatever you want to call them, that's a big payday to them. So they can use that money. But there's just, for me, a lot of ups and downs with it. I know a lot of NBA fans who are fans of it because, it gives you something exciting to look forward to. And so if it's working for the NBA, they're going to keep doing it. And, who am I to say stop?
And then your Celtics have the Cavs, who will probably be their best competition, because then you got the Bulls tanking, Hawks have Trey, and then Washington. So Celtics should fare pretty well in that group. My Timberwolves have an interesting group. Trailblazers, Rockets, Kings, Clippers. So it should all be interesting. Hopefully, love to go 4-0 in that too, though. Hopefully we can do some damage. And then the Western Conference Group B doesn't get a lot easier, though. You got the Oklahoma City Thunder, 1 seed last year, the Phoenix Suns, who I thought made some under-the-radar moves, still got a lot of high-end talent there. The Lakers, same thing, Jazz, and then the Spurs, who we all think will be better. So, and a young Wemby. So that'll be very exciting to see, how those teams fare. But should be exciting. And then last thing we will touch on, Nick, is the Christmas games that came out. Obviously, football is the biggest takeaway, but we still have some Christmas games that should be very fun. And we have in the first one that I found very interesting was the New York Knicks will obviously be on at noon, but they're going to be playing the San Antonio Spurs. So the media's really trying to push out Wemby. And I respect it. I feel like a better game would have been like the Bucks versus Knicks, or a team that didn't make it on Christmas.
Pacers Knicks.
I feel like that. Oh, Pacers Knicks would have been a movie too. Yeah, just any of those. I get it. I get Wemby's going to be there, but I'm just not sure quite that's the game. But it is what it is. Then the next game, they're showing love again to my Timberwolves. They're putting us on Christmas, where we will go face the Dallas Mavericks in a WCF rematch. Hoping, I think that's going to be a great game, and I think they're trying to make this a little bit of rivalry. And I'm hoping, the boys are a little bit pissed off. Obviously, you're not going to be motivated for every game during an 82-game season. But on Christmas, this team in Game 5, embarrassed you in your home stadium. So I'm hoping they take that a little bit personally this Christmas and, give Dallas Mavericks, a not-so-great Christmas. But, that's, my optimism. And then we have Sixers, Celtics, Nick. I think, that's been a staple. Embiid, Paul George, Tyrese versus, Tatum, the Browns, Drew, the guys. So it's going to be that one will always be exciting. And then Lakers, Warriors. That's like a Christmas staple.
They're pushing the LeBron versus the Warriors still. Like they were always pushing LeBron versus the Warriors.
Yeah, LeBron versus Curry. Even if the Warriors aren't the best team, you still have Curry, and until he falls off a cliff, I feel like you got to put him on just because they've been on for so long. But that is what it is. And then the last game will be Nuggets versus Suns, which I think should be a good one. Obviously, but I don't think anyone on the Nuggets or on the Suns is stopping Jokic. So that's going to be a tough time. But, you got KD, Booker, and some new point guards that hopefully, can help the Suns team have a better year than last year. But yeah, overall full schedule comes out today. So I'll get to see Nick when the Celtics and Timberwolves play, buy tickets to that. Hopefully. And,
that's going to be, break out the brains to that game, man.
Yep. So that'll be fun. But, before we wrap this up, Nick, I think, for everyone, because it will be probably the last one before the, NBA season gets really closer to being underway, we'll do one last spin the wheel, just kind of, see who is the true champion, because overall I feel like we've had a good amount of ties where first half of the summer, or maybe it was, I feel like we've been saying that for a while. It was really the first month you were kind of, beating up on me, taking advantage. But overall, the past 2 months or so, I feel like I really kind of, proved myself out here and proven to be a mainstay. But Nick, if everyone doesn't know, spin the wheel. Just every position, point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and we'll do a 6-man of whoever that you want that to be. But yeah, should be very exciting. Just 6 positions, and we'll see, Nick, how we do.
All right, you can have honors. I'll give it to you.
All right, sweet. All right. So what do I get with my first pick? And I will take SGA at my point guard.
All right.
Can't go wrong there, Nick. Can't go wrong there.
All right. Give me something. Give me some hope.
I'm hoping.
Oh, okay. I'll take that.
All right. That's a great answer.
Do I go? I'm going to put him at shooting guard.
Okay.
Or no. Because he kind of plays everywhere, doesn't he? Doesn't he usually run point guard most of the time?
Well, that's what I thought. I have him more as a point guard than Kyrie. I feel like Kyrie is their shooting guard, but you can also put Kyrie at point.
Can I put him at small forward?
That might be a little bit out of position. Like I'm down
Okay,
to do
how about shooting guard then? How about shooting guard?
yeah, no, that's fine. That's
Okay.
fine. A
I'm gonna do
little, yeah, like I don't want to go too crazy. We can do like a
Yeah.
little bit of position, but like he should never been regarded as a small forward.
Okay.
Or like
'Cause I was
never
gonna
like
say,
he's
I feel like I can get a good point guard too.
okay. I like that. And like, yeah, FY, like if I get someone that might be a ball handler, I might move the SGA to shooting
Right.
guard.
Yeah.
Or just yeah. Ooh. Shit. Oh gosh. I guess I'm cool with it. I'll go Kyle Kuzma, my power forward.
All right.
I'm cool with
All
it.
right. The door is open for me to kind of jump you. Okay. I mean, what position does Cam Thomas play?
Basically, shooting guard.
Damn. I'll put him as my sixth man.
Okay.
It's a solid.
Okay. I think overall, I think we kind of matched on the first pick, and then arguably the second pick as well. So I'll take that.
Oh,
Come on.
keep going.
Come on. Stay.
I mean, you still get a side pick.
Yeah, no, it's just when you have arguably the best player. But give me Cade Cunningham at my shooting guard position. So I got Cade and SGA backcourt. Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I don't know about that one. I thought it was on Denver. Oh, either way, though, it's kind of a little bit, yeah. Nick, it's we're like, I honestly, yeah. Where do you go here? No DeMar, no Caruso. Do you go a guy like Kobe White? But he's also been like a point guard, shooting guard, so you're kind of.
Does Zach LaVine have point guard?
He's more of a forward. It's like small forward.
Or could I do like small forward?
Yeah, you could do small forward.
All right, I'll do Zach LaVine, and I'm okay with that.
All right. Let's see.
We're just getting booty cheeks teams, man. Oh, and then you get okay.
All right, give me Jason Tatum small forward. So I have him and Kyle Kuzma.
Could have gone the game changer, Drew Holiday.
Could have. Low key, maybe the best player on the team.
Okay, that's fine. Give me Ja
Morant.
Morant.
Yeah, you have your point there. All right. So
almost got LeBron, though. Almost got LeBron.
Yeah, that would have been a movie, too.
Man. Okay. I was going to say, if you get Celtics again.
Cool. All right. I'll take Kobe White to be my sixth man.
All right. Are we doing coaches, too, or not?
Nah. There ain't no real coaches with this shit.
Right.
Yeah, so basically I have center left, and then after this pick, let me know what you have left.
Well, I'm taking Embiid, so I have power forward left.
All right. This is a playoff series. That's bonus points for me.
All right.
No,
as long as it doesn't go 7 games. Oh, my gosh. Keep going, please. That's it. That's pretty solid. But, I mean, I don't know. If we were doing throwbacks, you could take your favorite player of all time, Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, I'll take peak 2020 Rudy Gobert before COVID.
Right after he paused it. But, yeah.
Do I go, like, really small, but, like...
Just put Lauri Markkanen in at center?
Yeah, that's what because Walker Kessler really took a step back last year. So probably got to. I'm going to go small. Screw it. I feel like I can put JT at center. I saw him guarding Rudy Gobert, Wemby in the paint a little bit. So I may have some more confidence there. But something
Embiid's
like that.
Cooking. Markkanen in the paint.
Well, I'm going to have Tatum. It's going to be help side defense. Get the Grizzlies again.
Power forward.
Oh, this is obvious.
I mean, Jaren Jackson.
Yeah, Triple J. Jaren Jackson Jr. All right. So that was the last spin the wheel. And, you know,
I might have
overall,
had it. I'm not going to lie. I like my team.
yeah, I think you take this one. I think when it comes down to it, I think some of the differences are noticeable. I think obviously SGA is a little bit better than Ja. Luka's obviously better than Cade. Tatum's obviously better than Levine. Jaren Jackson is obviously better than Kuzma, especially on the defensive end. Joel Embiid, Markkanen 1v1, it would just be rough just because of Embiid's size. But Markkanen can space the floor, so I think that would make it a good one. And then six-man, I honestly don't know who I'd lean towards because Cam Thomas is either a bucket or just not, and Kobe White, arguably most improved player last year. So I think you have definitely the bigger names and probably win, but I think it's closer than it looks. And I think I got some guys that can space the floor, obviously.
I got some defensive demons, but that make up for Luka's defense. I got, Jaren Jackson and Joel Embiid hopefully holding it down.
Yeah. Overall, though, I think, but it'll be interesting, can Jaren space the floor? Because maybe I send Laurie and Kuzma on the double team to Embiid in the post and hope Jaren Jackson can miss some shots. We'll see, though. We'll see. We'll have to play this out maybe on a sim in 2K to see who's really right. But overall, I think you take that one. But overall, just a great spin the wheel. And, great season series throughout the summer. I think, it was about 50-50 looking back on it if we were to go through and take a fan vote. But overall, it was very exciting. And like I said before, we will still be doing NBA, NFL, all that in fun content, just be longer episodes more sporadically throughout the week, as we approach the school year and stuff. But, it was fun to do. And we'll obviously, make sure to like and subscribe, if you want to keep up with our content and enjoy this kind of content throughout the whole year, because it's going to be one of the best, most anticipated NBA seasons, especially for Nick as a Celtics fan, me as a Timberwolves fan, and then same with the NFL as well for everyone that watches the football as well. But as always, we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.